The chapter in my life that changed me the most, I would say it was definitely grief. Grief gave me an audit on everything, really put my life in perspective and changed how I viewed the rest of the world. I knew I was healing when I saw Jade. I was sitting on the couch and I just made my mind up that love would never feel the same. When I saw her, the gut was like, no, man, you still got it. It's this good. And that just made me so relieved that I could feel that again. I think showing up is so important. I try to teach him, look, I'm gonna have bad days. I'm not gonna be perfect, but I will always show up for you. I want him to look at me through my own actions, a lifetime of it, and say, he's a man of his word.
Before we leave, we always like to play a fun game if you are up for it.
I'll try.
All right. All right. This game, yes, amazing. And this game is called the Iconic Midlife Fill in the Blank. So I will read a sentence to you and you fill in the blank with whatever comes to mind. Okay. The first one, the chapter of my life that changed me the most was blank.
The chapter in my life that changed me the most, I would say it was definitely grief. I think grief gave me an audit on everything. Who I am, who I wanted to be, what I wanted to become, and really put my life in perspective and changed how I view the rest of the world.
Amazing. Before I lost my wife, I believed blank.
Oh, I believed we had more time. I think I took time for granted as a whole, and ever since then, um, it has allowed me to really appreciate all that we have left, every single day, and spend my time taking care of those people that are in it.
Absolutely. Grief has taught me blank.
Intense love, um, just appreciation. It's taught me gratitude. It's helped me come to grips with the fact that two things can be true at the same time. That you can be sad with what you lost and incredibly happy and thankful for the life that you're moving forward with. And I think that's an important lesson for most people to know is that we don't really live in this absolute world that is clean. A lot of things exist at the same time. You can be happy and sad. You can be at peace and at war with yourself at certain times. You could love your children and want them to be in their room all night, and
Oh,
never
yes.
come down. You can forgive and not forget, and I think it's that duality that exists, and it taught me that.
Yeah, I know that's a great point too, especially forgiving and not forgetting, because I think that those 2 things, right, can be kind of confused at times, but I'm glad you're bringing that up too because you certainly can forgive somebody but not forget what happened, you know?
Exactly. You have to learn from it, you know?
Yes.
You get
Yes.
burned, and you don't touch that again.
You're right, exactly, exactly. The hardest conversation I've ever had was blank.
Oh, geez. I can't tell you over the last decade how many hard conversations I've had to have. There's always been, like, a major life moment, that has happened. I mean, whether or not it's talking with a doctor about, um, letting Laura pass away. It's about having a conversation with James about having Jade move in with us. It's about asking for permission from Laura's mother for me to be able to date again. I mean, I live in a tough conversation world, and that is exactly why I wrote the book because I'm horrible at bringing them up naturally.
Right.
And so it's a way I can get my point across through story instead of awkwardness. So 10 years of hard conversations, but they needed to be had and we got here.
Yep. And you made it. You did it. Like you
Amen.
made your way. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Um, my son has made me a better blank.
Child.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. He's
Okay.
made me a better kid.
Mm,
I when I was young, I always looked at adults and was like, what happened along the way?
mm,
What got them so hard and grumpy and irritable?
mhm,
Because they certainly weren't born this way.
mhm,
And so I never wanted life to really harden me. And for a time there, I was getting hardened by a lot of the life moments that I was going through.
mm,
But he has taught me just the lightness in life,
mm.
that things aren't that serious. And I really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's amazing. And to see things through the a lens of a child really is a
Yeah.
game changer, you know?
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Mhm. I feel closest to my late wife when blank.
Oh, I feel closest to Laura when James does something that reminds me just of her.
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Yeah, that's a me. That's a gift too to have him have those qualities, you know?
Yes, absolutely. So, and he does it all the time. So I'm
Oh,
blessed.
it's amazing. Strength doesn't mean blank.
Oh, strength doesn't mean having all the answers or having it all together. There is there's a strength that comes from acknowledging where you come up short and asking for help.
Mhm. Yeah.
And asking that was something I had to learn and is something I continue to learn, is how to ask for help, because it really means that you love something so much that you don't want to see it fall through the cracks. And so asking for help is one of the strongest things that you could do, and it's one of the hardest lessons to learn for people who weren't necessarily taught how to do that at an early age.
Right, and it goes back to vulnerability too, you know, it's like, really exposing what you need, and vulnerability is a really hard lesson. It is, showing it, but it's wonderful to be able to do.
Yeah, we all need it. I mean, we like we go on social media and everyone has a curated perfect life. We look over our neighbor's fence and they've got the car, the life that you always dreamed of. And it's like everyone's going through something we know nothing about. And we're like I think grief taught me this, life taught me this, is a lot more empathy for people. A lot, because the way people treat you a lot of times have nothing to do with you. They have to do with something going on in their own life, or something of in their past. Uh, and it's just it's just a type of kindness. I don't know. Like, don't let things stress you out, and be kind to people that are struggling. It's just real simple lessons.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I knew I was healing when blank.
Oh, geez. I knew I was healing when I saw Jade. Um, when I saw, I always, and this is the importance of getting out there and doing it, is I was sitting on the couch and I just made my mind up that love would never feel the same. How could it? I'm different. The things I've seen, the love I've had, all this stuff, it's just gonna be different. When I saw her, like, the gut was like, "No, man, you still got it. It's this good. It's this beautiful." And that just made me so relieved. that I could feel that again. And it's not as though healing ever stops, but it gave me that, like, spark again, you know? Where it's like I feel like a kid again. I feel like a first. And to experience that at 42 years old is just the greatest blessing.
Yeah, absolutely. You feel alive, as you
I want
should.
goosebumps all the time.
Yes.
I'm a feeler. Like, I want the electricity. I live off feeling, and she gave that to me, and so I'm just eternally grateful for that.
It's amazing. The quality I hope my son remembers most about me is blank.
These are great questions.
Thank
They
you.
really are.
Thank
They
you.
really I mean, yeah, I gotta say, I go on a lot of podcasts and, these are very thoughtful questions. I'll leave it at that. Um, yeah, well, I appreciate it. The question is the thing I want my son to remember me by? Oh, geez, mm, that, that I always showed up. I think showing up is so important. Because I try to teach him, "Look, I'm gonna have bad days, I'm not gonna be perfect, but I will always show up for you." And I'm trying to teach him the importance of being a man of honor and and upholding your responsibility. When you say you're gonna do something, you do that, especially when it's inconvenient and it's uncomfortable. So, I want him to look at me through my own actions, a lifetime of it, and say, he's a man of his word.
That's amazing. That's really good. That's very important, especially for men.